We explicitly said I quit, but I explicitly said I quit. But here I am, making videos. Hey, what's up? I'm Sailey, or Only Bankrupt, or Seams, or Seam Theory, whatever you know me as. I'm a music producer slash artist slash Filipino. I've been producing for 5 years. I've been running this channel for about the same amount of time. I've probably been running this channel before I started producing. My first video was a repost of a meme I thought was funny that I found on Instagram. Which was probably actually about 6 years ago. Here I am today. We are going to be reacting to old beats of mine. I'm probably going to go as far back as 2023. 2022, that's all I have. Knowing the PC that I have with the art that I make, this PC is a piece of shit. I'm gonna be completely honest. This is the worst PC. I'll probably put it up here on screen or something. But yeah, let's get right into it. My catalog right here, it goes as far back as what was that? May 2024. I do have an old beats folder. I don't know how old, but judging of what I'm looking at, I mean, I can just open it like 2024, like early 2024. I don't know if you want to specify that as old, but I mean, it's 2 years ago. Come on, it's 2 years. But the thing is, I believe in those 2 years, I've evolved in terms of sound and structure, in mixing, and all other types of mumbo jumbo that I'm not going to get into. But we're going to be just looking through these, and we might compare them to some stuff that I've made, and you know, possibly you might hear some new stuff that I've made in the last 2 weeks. A lot of these are solos, but a lot of these also have random collabs that I haven't really worked with in a long time. Judging by the name, this is just a jerk beat, I'm assuming. Gotta be just boring. Sounds familiar. I don't know why I think that sounds familiar. I mean, to be honest, I'm not a fan of jerk. I've made maybe total 10 jerk beats in my life. I was somewhat of a fan back then, I'm not gonna lie, but this is garbage. I mean, the piano school, I don't know what I was going for. I think I was maybe on more the nettspend side of jerk. I wasn't really, you know, tapped into like Xavier or like any other jerk artist. I don't know. If you're hearing that harmonic 808 that's playing, it's just a system 808. I was really big on Clever or Maybe or Jackson back in the day, you know, when I was making love music. I was pretty much just a love music producer. Oh, quick disclaimer, we're gonna be just reviewing a couple of these, and then we're probably gonna go to my YouTube studio to check out my privated vids, which has a bunch of my old beats. We're gonna be looking at those too, but right now we're looking at these. Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one. I actually kind of like this one. This is with producer I know, Yonder. This beat I low-key still have favorited. I always like this beat. Something about this beat that I always really liked. I mean, as much as I don't really care to use the system 808 anymore, or like harmonic 808s, I just think this beat was quite different than what I was usually making back then. It's also kind of somewhat of a foreshadowing. The house open hi-hat, I tend to use those a lot in my beats. I swear to God, I'm not trying to turn this into a love music video, but I feel like I do need to show this. As much as I hate love music, or anything super trap related, like nowadays, this, like that was pretty much my whole scheme in 2024. That's all I was making, was just straight love music. I mean, I mastered the sound as much as I could. But this was my first love music beat, like, ever. my main idea when I was making this beat is, you know, listening to Clever or all those other love music producers, I think what I really wanted to capture was just that specific chord progression, which I abused, but also the use of vocal chops or vocal samples in love music, which I always thought was cool. I always fuck with that. It's a cool beat. It's alright. Okay. This was my first... Well, I don't know about first. This was a regalia beat that I made. Especially nowadays with what I do, I like to, you know, go all out on intros, especially with pianos and all types of like brass and strings and stuff. I mean, there's only so much you can do with regalia though. Like, it kind of died out super quick. A bunch of strings playing. I think it's a flute. I have no way on it. Terrible at all. I remember my initial idea for this beat. Right here, I remember explaining to my friend the reasoning behind this part of the trap drums, which was, I mean, as much as the execution is now that I'm listening to my headphones, my newer ones, it's not as good in terms of mixing, but I turned the brass into what I just called it the 808, but I just boosted a bunch of the lows. As low-key shitty this mix is, like, you can see that it's peaking a little too much, more than I would appreciate nowadays. I mean, I also added the spins 808, of course. I think I got a good grasp back then on what I was supposed to be doing. I mean, I definitely had some arrangement and structuring and mixing flaws back in my music, like in 2024 and even 2025. I mean, I've learned a lot since then. But, I mean, I had somewhat of a general idea. I knew that if I added the brass here, that it would probably clash with the low end of the 808, or it just probably wouldn't sound good because I wanted to fill the sound with just this 808 and not the brass. So, that's cool. We're going to be reviewing 2 more beats on this catalog before we move on to our YouTube, because I don't want to stay in this too long and I don't want to make this video too long either. I cannot believe I made this. There was an artist I was listening to. His name is, I think, Smokey Norfolk. It's gospel music, but I thought this was cool. Not bad in terms of execution. I feel like a lot of the sounds could be louder, like especially the bass. What I do understand now after listening to, you know, just studying live music is that these kicks are not supposed to be that hard. I mean, you know, it's my own style. I'm making this digitally. I can, like, rules should not be in music, right? But I feel like these kicks could be a little softer. Maybe the sample could be changed. Not enough mixing went into this. I'm not gonna lie. I spent 4 hours on this beat max. Longer than it would have taken me now. Like, if I were to make something like this now, maybe take me 2 hours, like at the max. But mixing flaws, I would say, is the bass is just a little too low for me. I feel like if you want to capture this type of sound, you got to make everything brighter. Like, everything needs to be played in your ears. You got to capture everything. It's a pretty good beat, but, like, I'm still proud of this for an execution at the time. Because, you know, I wasn't really the best at producing. We'll say that. All right, the last beat of our catalog is this one. This is kind of similar to the gospel one I just showed, but it's more of like, you know, it's more like funk, more like disco. I'm still really proud of this beat, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I think this beat is really good. I mean, again, the same thing I can say for the gospel one is just the kicks being too loud. You can always tell when something is digital. All these sounds I made, especially in the gospel beat, all of these were made in Xenology. These were all used from presets I found in Xenology. And the sounds, like the drums and the libraries, they all came from my PC. Like anything I could find on kits for beats or Reddit to get all these drum kits. But yeah. Yeah! Okay. Are we all good? Yeah, sorry. My mom called me. She was giving me milk and cookies. I love milk and cookies, but I am too full right now. I just ate. Alright, we have arrived to my YouTube channel. As you're viewing this video right now, my name is probably changed to Sailey, because I haven't gotten around to changing it. As you can see, I have quit submitting YouTube beats. We are in our music studio right here. This is when I first started making music. My first ever beat I made was this. It was a sample of Godzilla's roar. I don't know what went through my head when I was making this, but I think somewhat of my execution was there.
Will, is that you? That you?
Oh my god. Oh no. This beat, you know, I somewhat can remember what I was doing. I remember placing the flute down from this. I think I got this flute from Flex. I didn't know how to make my own melodies, so a lot of the times when I was making beats when I first started, I was using loops from like Chef Nine the God, Armand, or Hars. I tried using Hars loops a lot. But for this being my first beat, where I actually sampled something or I actually tried to make my own melody, which I think is pretty fucking cool. The execution is not as bad as I remember. Even then, I still struggled with getting my 808s on key, but I'm pretty sure the 808s were on the right notes. Like, they weren't really out of key. The only problem is mixing, 808s mudding, everything being offbeat as fuck, and just this beat being absolute fucking garbage. I might as well explain to you that tag as well. My producer name used to be Will9K because my real name is Will. There's no meaning behind that name, by the way. There's no meaning behind the number 9 or 9K. I just thought it sounded cool, but it's just a shit name. That was my mom who recorded the tag. I can't believe that. Oh my god. Okay, so back then I was also really big on remakes, because I thought they were fun. There's this YouTuber I used to watch named Lil Board. Don't really remember much of his content, but I think he just did meme reactions. So you can see 13-year-old me being interested in that. He had a really cool intro that I thought was cool at the time. It was just this trap beat with this distorted 808. Obviously, if you listen to the actual outro, it's not as accurate. But for some reason, this video blew up with 80k views and 4k likes. I think something that's always stuck with me in my, you know, just me producing, I think I always played everything by ear. I still don't know music theory with the music I make now. I always played everything by ear, as accurate as I could get it. If I could explain all this right here, I didn't understand the concept of putting together just beats in general. I kind of deemed myself as somewhat of an artist at the same time. So I uploaded these. Instead of them just being named type beats, I named them these. And I edited them in this online software called Capwing. A lot of these are with Hars. Wait, this one? Why does this one not have producing? There's no way I made my own beat on my own. The fuck? Watch it. I remember that. That was my idea of adding a cool intro. So I recorded my own fucking voice. explains why. This explains why this is a no collab beat. It's because there's no fucking melody. This is god awful. Watch it. I remember this melody. He's not terrible. Okay, as I'm listening, again, I don't think the 808s are out of key that bad, but I think they're just overly mudding. Okay, here was my official debut of type beats, because as you can see right here, my instrumental remakes of stuff, that's pretty much all I was doing, because I didn't really grasp the understanding of posting type beats until I did some research. My first type beat, Playboi Carti x Trippy Red x Filthy type beat.
Killed this one.
Dude, I put my fucking Snapchat in the goddamn... Some things I'm starting to remember, I didn't understand the idea of trimming, so whenever I would post a loop into my FL Studio, I would just place it there. And I would not trim it if it was an MP3. So there would be the little tiny tail at the transient, and I just did not cut that off at all. Oh my god, wait, shit. This was my first loop kit that I made. Oh, this is awful. Like I was making music for a fucking evil ass puppet combo video game. Honestly, yeah, no, not honestly. These are fucking garbage. This is 5 years ago. June 1st, 2021. Wow, actually, this is, yeah, wow. Link to drive. Does this still exist? Oh, wait. No way this still exists. Wait, this still exists. Holy shit, this is still here. Wait, my tags are still here? That's crazy. I did not even know these were still here. If you guys want to see me make a video on me recreating these mells or possibly reusing and flipping these mells, let me know, because that gives me a great idea. I think we will do that. What the fuck is that? Goldie's ball sack. What the fuck is this?
Zaya!
Tinder, you killed this.
I like how out of all the beats we've just previewed just now, this is probably the most well done one as well. Oh, this, oh shit. I reproduced like some songs. Like I was trying to make like a tlop 5 deluxe. So I found a bunch of acapellas from Bourne on YouTube, and I just compiled them together with beats that I made.
Yo, Pierre, you wanna come out here?
Almost there, time is up. Yeah, I know you're scared, don't press your luck. You're stressed enough, yeah, you're blessed so much. rich. Man, I thank God he keep blessing us.
This is when I first officially joined the Pierre Bourne Discord server, and that kind of started my regime of just being a producer, because I met so many cool people and that, you know, contact me to meet other people over and yada yada yada. But I remember the first message I sent in the Pierre Bourne Discord server was like, does anyone have the sound effect to the intro of tlop 5, whatever, something like that. Oh, this beat. Yeah, I tried rapping on this beat. I remember this. I made this melody. I was so I thought it was cool, so one thing I'm remembering that I do want to bring up is I used to record my beats on Audacity. I didn't know how to export beats on FL Studio. Also, not to mention, I had trial FL Studio for about 6 months until I learned how to crack it. So occasionally, what I would do whenever I would export my beats and submit them to YouTube, I would open up Audacity, hit the record button, and then play the whole beat, even if the beat was like 4 minutes long. And sometimes there would be collections or sounds that came from my PC that overlapped on the beat, like a Windows notification. And the only evidence I can remember of something like that happening is in this beat. I was on call with my friend, and at the time I was asking her, can you record a producer tag for me? We were on Discord call. And while she was recording, I was like, hey, I'm gonna go record this beat real quick. Give me a second. So in this beat, right before the beat drops, you can hear the Discord mute button.
Tinder, you killed this.
Our last beat of the day will be this one. Punk and Love Parker type beat. It was supposed to be a witch house or witch pop. Yeah, witch pop type beat. So I don't remember how this sounds at all. Not as bad as I remember. I mean, I don't remember it. Yeah, I did not understand the concept of sidechaining, so a lot of EDM you'll hear that I've made like a while back, there's just kicks that are just clashing with the rest of the melody and the bass. In conclusion, those were my old beats. You know, I honestly might have fun making more videos. I'm not going to have a fucking schedule because I'm lazy. YouTube isn't my main passion, and I always thought I was going to throw this YouTube channel away, but we're going to probably just, you know, have fun a couple times. If you guys want to see more stuff like this, or even have me react to your music, please let me know. This was a lot of fun. I hope to do more of this stuff maybe. All my socials are down in the description if you want to check out all my other shit. I have more music that I'm making. I have more beats that I'll probably make for all you fucking BandLab rappers. So I will see you guys later. Bye.